Hi everybody, welcome to episode 2 of my YouTube channel, Chats with Rachel. Thank you so much for joining me the second time. I'm really glad to be here. I was a little bit nervous about making this second one, but here we are. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of the insights and experiences I've had over the past few weeks. About 3 weeks ago, I started a cleanse. And I know that's a scary word. It's scary to me too. But essentially, this cleanse was all about eating clean, eating healthy, finding out what works best for your body. It was a guided cleanse, and I worked with this wonderful woman who just had so much knowledge about nutrition and health and energy. And it was a great experience for me. Like, first of all, it's scary. 3 weeks is a long time. You have a lot happening in your life in 3 weeks. You have to essentially announce to the whole world that you're doing this cleanse, and I promise you it's not exactly accepted by everybody. And you have to kind of choose to give yourself that time to really focus on your body, your energy, your health, and the goals that you have in that way. So I had this 3-week period, and I really gained a lot. You know, I feel so much lighter. I feel more energetic. I feel like emotionally I'm in a different place than I was at the beginning of the cleanse. It's funny, the woman who led it, she and I talked at the beginning, and she noted that, you know, I was pretty apathetic about things in my life, whether it was the cleanse, my work, my relationships. I just, you know, something was a little off. It was taking me away from fully engaging in the vitality around me of what my life is. And as the weeks went on, I did start to notice that I gained a little bit of that energy back, that inspiration, that excitement back in my life, and it's very refreshing. And I noticed that it not only feels that way, but I'm starting to take actions that reflect that mentality. You know, one is, here I am doing my second YouTube video. I started to realize that I was pushing this off. I was a little afraid, to be honest, of putting myself out there, regardless of the number of views, whether it's 100,000 or it's 2 people viewing this. It's scary to put yourself out there. It's scary for me to put myself out there and have other people see me and hear my words and hear, you know, what I'm genuinely feeling and thinking. But I'm here. I decided to do it. And you know what? I had all these reasons not to. You know, you should have your makeup on. You should have, you know, the right clothes to wear. Your hair should be dry. I just got out of the shower. So your hair should be dry. And I realized these details, this idea of perfection, it's holding me back. These fears I have, they're holding me back. Just do it. Get the job done. Show up. Don't let anything stop you, because these are details, and yeah, they're lovely to have, but they can't be what, you know, keeps you from achieving the things you want to achieve. It doesn't matter if your hair is dry. What matters is that you show up and that you show your presence and your energy and your light. So that's one thing. I'm proud of myself for being here. Congratulations, Rachel. But beyond that, one of the things that just happened that for me is a really big deal is, well, I'll tell the story. About 18 months ago, a year and a half ago, I bought this tiny little cottage bungalow in Ohio. It's a little getaway for myself. I live in the city, I work in the city, but I get to go there on the weekends and sometimes work from there. It's also a place that I share with my family, and we have some family gatherings there. It's been really lovely, but it's not a place that anyone lives at in a permanent way. And it's so cute and little and lovely and calm and peaceful. I knew I wanted it to be a place that I could share with others, that I could, rent out for a few days, or even if someone had an interest in renting it out for a longer period of time, sharing this with others. So I've had it furnished. It's, basically ready to go. It has all the appliances that you're going to need. And, I go there with my family, and I go there by myself even on occasion. But there's been a lot of downtime where it hasn't been in use. And I realized I was procrastinating. I, didn't want to put it on Airbnb or whatever. I didn't want to list it as a place that someone could rent for a week during the summer. And throughout this cleanse, something clicked. Like, I wasn't super conscious of it at the time, but all of a sudden I was like, I'm going to do it. I want to put this on Airbnb. I'm going to make it happen. And I set out a single week where people could rent this little bungalow cottage. I didn't, it's not up there permanently, but just a trial run. And I had this incredible, cute family stay there, and they had a phenomenal time. They really loved it. They had such great things to say. They were so sweet. And it's the opposite of what I thought it was going to be. I had in my mind all these fears of all the bad things that could happen, of that they're going to hate it, that I'm going to get a bad review, that, it's not quite perfect enough. Like, maybe I should get some more artwork for the walls. Maybe I have too much artwork. I don't know who's coming in here. Maybe they seem super sweet when I message them, but maybe they're going to take my stuff. And realizing, wow, these fears I had were debilitating, and this goal of perfectionism, debilitating. Get rid of it. If you have something you want to do, perfectionism's not going to get you there. And certainly having these fears that I kind of just passively living with, they were not passive. Those were actively holding me back. So I was really proud of doing that. And, it made me just realize, how much my, health and body, emotions are intertwined. And so one of the things I'm challenging myself, and I also challenge you to do, is identify one or two things that you want to do. You want to do this, but for whatever reason, you won't take that first step forward. And it's not just that first step, like, you won't just do it. Obviously setting up an Airbnb, it's a handful of steps, but really that first meaningful step, yes, it's listed. Yes, it's up there and people can take a look at it. It took me all of an hour to take the photos and put it all up there. It took no time at all. It was easy peasy. And why did it take me 18 months? So I challenge you, what is that one thing that you want to do? And let's make it happen. Let's do it. One way to get started with that, in my opinion, is to focus first on your physiology, your health. It can be really hard to get into the mental place you need to be in. You can tell yourself things, but you don't fully believe it. But if you start putting some energy into your health, you absolutely are going to change your body chemistry, and it will help you change how you think and how you approach the world. So you could do a 3-week cleanse. I don't think you need to do that. It's a long time. It's daunting. You can, if you'd like to. Or you could do something as easy as, I'm going to eat a healthy meal. Like, I'm going to cook my meal, or I'm going to prepare it, and it's going to be healthy. I'm going to have a great lunch today because I want to do something between 1 and 3 this afternoon. I want to do something for myself that I've been putting off. Giving yourself that time to feed your body, to, change your physiology. You could get up and dance for 20 minutes, whatever you want to do, whatever works for you. Giving yourself that time and that validation that you're worth investing in, you're worth investing in what you eat, what you do with your body. It does translate to, these shifts in your beliefs in what you're going to do next and what's holding you back. You can face those fears and face perfectionism head on when you've given yourself that time. And I'll tell you, just eat a healthy meal, consciously telling yourself, I'm doing this for myself. You're going to feel like you're worth so much more, the next hour after that, because you told yourself this message, not from someone else, because you believed it, because you not only said it to yourself, you took action and got yourself to the gym or took that walk with your dog, whatever it is that will translate forward. So I am so excited to identify a handful of other things that I've been pushing off, sharing those with you in my next video. I'd like to share with you the cleanse I went on and what that process was like. I love talking about health. I love learning about health and hearing other stories. So I'll have that in a future YouTube video. And I also have this incredible seminar that I'm getting to go to at the beginning of November. I'm, a participant, so I'll be learning a lot and engaging with the other people around me. I'm so excited to meet so many new people, making those connections, seeing what I learn. I find when I go to seminars, I have an idea of what I want to glean from it. But then when I'm actually there, I learn things in that arena, but I learn so much more, or I have these epiphanies that are beyond the scope of what my intentions were in showing up that day. So I cannot wait to share with you all of that journey in my next video. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.